Hi everyone, our case is Europe Union versus China, measures relating to trade in goods and services. Okay, first we will talk about the contest. In 2021, Lithuania allowed the opening of Taiwan representative office in its capital, Vilnius. Although many countries maintain unofficial relations with Taiwan, and the key difference was that Lithuania allowed the use of the name Taiwan instead of Taipei, which for China was equivalent to recognizing Taiwan's sovereignty. So China considers Taiwan a rebel province and upholds the One China policy, according to which no country that has diplomatic relations with Beijing can officially recognize Taiwan. Therefore, Lithuania's action was seen by the Chinese government as a diplomatic provocation and a violation of the One China principle.
Okay, then China's government intervention. China reacted to Lithuania's decision to open a Taiwan representative office in Vilnius. The China's government restricted trade with Lithuania and European Union goods containing Lithuanian parts. This action included import bans, custom delays, and export rejections, used political pressure to defend the One China policy. This purpose for this action is to punish Lithuania and deter other countries from taking similar diplomatic actions. And European Union response at China. The European Union viewed China's actions as economic coercion that violate WTO trade rules. It filed a complaint, DS610, arguing that the measures were discriminatory and justified under trade law. Purpose for this point is to defend Lithuania, protect the European Union single market, and uphold fair international trade principles.
Okay, in this case, after the tension between China and Lithuania, the European Union took the problem to the World Trade Organization because China's actions seem to break the trade rules. China limits trade with Lithuania and with products that include Lithuanian parts. This affects the free movement of goods and services between countries. These actions went against some important WTO agreements, like the GATT in 90s, which says all countries must be treated equally. Other is the Trade Facilitation Agreement, because China was not open or clear about these measures. And also the SPS and GATT, which protect fair trade in goods and services. When we look this case, we can see that China didn't follow key WTO principles, such as no discrimination, transparency, and good faith, because it used trade as a political tool instead of for fair business.
Okay, so this image shows us that, first of all, this case, well known, it is gonna be called WTO dispute DS610, and it is between the European Union and China in general. That conflict started when China restricted the trade that Lithuania and the post-Lithuanian agreement that they had with Taiwan. And simply just because of saying that the European Union agrees that China's actions are unfair and available because they were not based on trade reasons, but on political ones, the EU said that these measures violate WTO rules, especially the principles of non-discrimination and transparency under the GATT agreement. On the other hand, China defends itself by saying it is protecting its national sovereignty and its One China policy, which does not accept diplomatic recognition of Taiwan. The second part is about the conclusion. And for me, the conclusion will be like WTO law does not allow any political retaliation through trade. Members cannot block or limit trade to force other countries to change their political decisions. In conclusion, China's measures break WTO trade rules and are dangerous because they use trade as a political weapon. If this behavior is not controlled, other countries might do the same, which would damage the global trading system. The WTO must act to protect fair trade and international stability, because if that isn't done, war is gonna go wild and promoting a lot of punishments to countries that do not follow the rules by blocking trades. And that would be it.